For those of you, let me just preface a little housekeeping about this meeting. Let me preface this meeting with, I will be talking to our guides. Our Shibboleth guide program has kind of been sitting there dormant. Guides have been helping members and doing their part, but it's been dormant for a few months. And I expect to go live sometime today in regards to the Shibboleth guide program and answer any questions that active guides have about these changes that are upcoming. So let me give you again, I'm assuming some of you may, y'all may want to log out and go do something else when you find out this isn't about a sandwich. But I did want to go live to our members that are the heart and soul of our program and kind of share with you what Shibboleth has been up against the last few months and some of the amazing changes that are coming that we think are going to be good. And no, I'm not trying to sugarcoat something and make tough changes sound good. They're really good changes that are coming. We trust the Lord, and we expect the Lord is about to do something really mighty with our program. But I do want to share with our friends, our Shibboleth friends, and look, we know, I don't want to come across like I think everybody is a partner and really, I know everybody cares, but some people care more than others about the Shibboleth ministry. You've gotten to know Sasha and I, you've gotten to know Joni and Jason and our members and our team members, and you love us and we love you. We love all of our members. And, we've got those members that sign up because the price is cheap and they never do anything with it. We hope that they will one day. And then we've got those members that they come here to learn nutrition and lose weight, and then they move on to other things. And that's perfect. That's a beautiful member. We love that we're able to help, and then they're able to move on and life is better. And, it's healthier and they're happier. That's good. But we've also got those members that are really into Shibboleth and view this as a ministry. And that's really the ones I want to talk to right now so that you can help us as changes are forthcoming, help settle people's any questions they have or whatnot, like Julie, exactly. But we love all of our members. Please don't take that wrong. But I just briefly want to talk to those of you that don't know. I won't be long-winded about it, but I want to let you know about my journey with Shibboleth. When I started out way back, I was not interested in having a weight loss or wellness program. I was a bivocational pastor. I worked a couple of jobs to make ends meet, and I lost a lot of weight with my sports nutrition background. I'd finally put everything together, and I lost weight. And the beginning of my weight loss and wellness coaching, what I'll call a ministry here forward, started with me taking a sweet couple to the Kroger in Rome, Georgia. And I did a grocery tour. And before that grocery tour was over, I had 20, 30, 40 people. I don't even remember how many. It's a big group. We've got pictures of some of the grocery tours I did. Back in the day, we got where we had to split them up. We would have like 100 people show up eventually on a Saturday to do a virtual grocery tour, if you can believe that. It was amazing. You can't get away with that post-COVID, but pretty amazing back then. And I did that for free for 3 years. I just so loved helping people. But it got too big, and I tried to drop those efforts or stop those efforts. And God had a different plan for my life. When I tried to stop doing the grocery tours, community leaders come to me and thought that they could help me open up a weight loss center. And I opened up my first weight loss center. And instead of Travis's program, it became the Thrive Weight Loss Program. Fast forward, I learned a lot during those years because I would end up ultimately, Thrive would be driven into bankruptcy by partners that I would eventually take on. And I had to restart, and I started Shibboleth. And Sasha and I, bless her heart, we didn't have any money. to invest. I had lost everything, but we started with hope and a prayer and some faithful partners that helped us pay our rents and etc. And here we are all these years later, and up until COVID hit, every year it seemed that we were getting a little healthier. Our program was becoming healthier year over year. And COVID hit. And again, regardless of political leanings, not wanting to get into that, I feel like there's been an attack on small business. And a lot of the stuff that I thought was going on social media and whatnot, as I've researched diligently the last 2 and 3 months and talked to many people, it wasn't just that I thought that we were being silenced. We are, and it's not against Travis and it's not against Shibboleth. It is keywords. Algorithms pick up on keywords from everything from weight loss, fat, Christ, etc. So the ways that we used to get in front of people, it doesn't work anymore. It doesn't work like it once worked. And many of you know that at the end of last year, we suffered some significant cutbacks. We lost some very dedicated and good people that we can no longer provide a salary for. This was coming during the slow part of the year. And rather than really try to advance our sales part of our program, I took some hiatus and really looked into turning Shibboleth into a not-for-profit ministry. So in effect, Sasha and I are about to start over. It's not going to affect anyone's membership. That's the good news. I'm very proud of what Sasha and I did with Lessons Learned from Thrive. And that was to provide a safe, secure, long-lasting program for all of our great members. And we've done that, thanks be to God and thanks be to our wonderful partners. We've got a program that's not going away. It's getting more difficult to maintain the amazing staff that we have. There's only so many people in a day that Sasha and I can answer or get to. And on top of that, weight loss and wellness is a odd sort of thing. And I think y'all all will agree that you've got to keep it fresh. You've got to keep it new, exciting all the time. Behavior modification, when people are beholden to their old bad habits and compulsions, just like I once upon a time was, you've got to keep things exciting and growing and fresh. And so I'm always having to take off this hat and go over here and put on this hat. And what I would like to do is, from a pure heart, teach weight loss and wellness and advance our online program and make it better and make it more exciting, etc. So Sasha and I have really been looking at that, looking at how do we continue to sustain our program for our great members. How can we advance our program? We feel that our heart bleeds to help people. We want to help people. We want to see more people be aware of our program. We've done some diligent study of the members that sign up and compared that to other programs where we have contacts. And what we're told is the Shibboleth program, from an anecdotal side, is extremely powerful. Extremely powerful. We retain our members better than most programs. Our members lose more weight and lose it faster and lose it healthier than members on other programs because it's practical, sustainable, and it's very effective. So we want to see that continue. But as we told some of our guides at the end of last year, my heart hasn't felt pure about what we're doing in a long time. So what I'm doing, rather than being negative about this current climate and culture and social media and all that, I'm looking at this like, once again, for the third time, God is ordering my steps and has put my back against the wall so that I will do what God is telling me to do without as much fear. and that is to take Shibboleth into that of a real ministry, if you will. And we're about to take our first step into that. And you're going to see a lot of changes. And I know how the rumor mill goes. So I want to let you know we're not taking anything back or pulling anything back. We're going to advance some things. For one, you'll start seeing, and again, the reason this don't all happen at one time is because of resources. I have to work with developers who are very good developers. We want quality developers so that all of our information is contained securely and privately. So we've got a good development team, but they don't come cheaply. And the changes that we're talking about are going to start popping up. Sometimes I'll be able to tell you there's about to be a change to pop up, but sometimes it might pop up overnight and surprise me even, stuff that we're working on with them, because some of them are not in the States. So as these changes pop up, don't be alarmed. Anytime there's advancements on the website or in the app, that can temporarily, we might find a little glitch or something that we'll get fixed as promptly as we can. But you're going to start seeing these changes. One of the things that you're going to see is that we start putting a lot of emphasis with our members on going through the curriculum the right way. So all of the videos and all the video library, I'm not sure when it's going to happen, but all of the videos that's there now, they're going to go into an archive folder. You will still have access to all of those videos, but they'll be in an archive folder. And then you'll see that Fast Track, Shibboleth Journey, and Tiger's Eye is curriculum based, where members will go through the Fast Track, earn their badge. Then they can go through the Shibboleth Journey videos, earn their badge, and then they can ultimately go through the Tiger's Eye section and earn their badge. That's not really a major change, but it's going to look a lot different once you see it arrive. Now, with that said, we are not able to get in front of the number of people that we need to get in front of any longer to see let me digress this way. Some of you that's never owned your own business, some of you have, some of you haven't. Weight loss and wellness is a very seasonal thing, but it's also a very personal thing. You get used to your coach. One of the things through the years, not that you should have compassion or empathy on me, one of the things that's hurt my heart for many years is back in originally, let me digress for just a moment. Originally, I was the only teacher, and there was a limit to the number of people that I could get to and try to manage a business and try to be the visionary for the business. So I took on other teachers, and I would train them, like train the trainer. And then they would go out into the field and they would teach back when there were hundreds of personal class, not one-on-one, but group in-person classes going on. And people got used to their instructor. They weren't used to me. They were used to their instructor. And over a long period of time, and because of setbacks, we lost a lot of those instructors. And of course, it looked very bad on me back in those Thrive days because people didn't know me. They knew the instructor. And now with Shibboleth, we've tried to limit the number of instructors, but we've went through a similar thing again. And people get really hurt when their instructor that they've forged a personal relationship with is no longer with us because we can't afford a salary anymore. And then that falls back on me. And I just want everybody here I can take it, but it hurts my heart because I've pretty much done what I've done for free for now 20 years. Not for free, I'll take that back, at a great loss. But I just love it so much. I love Shibboleth and I love the Shibboleth members, and it breaks my heart when I hurt a member because we lose an instructor or whatnot. And what happens is you build up an expense level that's static, whether you're in weight loss season or not in weight loss season. And whatever comes in during the good season, you better be a good steward of it for the slow season so that you can maintain those friendly faces that your people want to see. It's not like having a widget shop or a grocery store where employees can be sometimes interchangeable. People that have lost weight with the help of a person, they don't like a new person to all of a sudden pop in there and try to teach them when they have forged this relationship, if that makes sense. So what we're up against is we can't maintain our static expenses. We've got to come up with something pretty radical in order to keep our team. And we feel like now is the time to become a real ministry, because what we're doing, what we have done to get this far with Shibboleth is no longer working, and not going to allow us to maintain our current levels of support. So you're going to see me begin to push isn't the right word, but articulate our heart to be a free ministry, and we're going to start having an amazing free program. And I want to explain it because I don't want there to be any scuttlebutt that we're devaluing our members who have paid. So here's how that will look. I'm going to offer a free program to the community. It actually makes me feel really good. Those of you that know me, the guides, and those that work with me internally know how I fight myself all the time because I just want to help people. So we're going to have a free program that is very robust. I will begin doing hosting Wise Shibboleth this Saturday, and I expect I'll be having to host these almost every day so that I can get Shibboleth healthy again. And it will be free to any willing and wanting heart. And Sasha and I are going to do our best to support them as if they've paid $1 million. They will not have access to Fast Track. They will not have access to the Shibboleth Journey. They will not have access to Tiger's Eye. That is for our the members that support Shibboleth. We're taking nothing away from anyone. As we offer this to the community for free, we hope what it does is get us around Facebook and having to advertise on Facebook or rely on those type things. And again, let me digress one more time. There's so much noise. I have talked to many consultants over the last 3 months. There's so much noise in the weight loss and wellness arena because everybody's trying to make money that our message gets kind of overshadowed. And people have been taken advantage of for so long that even a $49 lifetime membership is sometimes too much of a leap for them when they've tried several things like that and it's just been nonsense. So we're going to remove all barriers to entry so that we can truly be a ministry. I said this to our team back when I was with Thrive. I had partners at that time, so it didn't go over well. And I've said it to our team with Shibboleth. I give a heartfelt explanation of where we were headed months ago to our internal team. I want to be a ministry first and foremost. And I don't want that to just be words anymore. As I have said, if people come into the church and you say you have to give a love offering before you can hear the sermon, that's not much of a church. So if that makes sense to you, I want to be able to offer my heart, my efforts, my time, my sanity, blood, sweat, and tears to everybody that's a willing and wanting heart. Then my hope will be that they will support us and they will pay the annual membership. And then I also hope that we will find Shibboleth partners to help us on a monthly basis maintain these support services that we so desperately need to maintain. We will be adding a partner where I mentioned Shibboleth Fast Track, Journey, and Tiger's Eye. There's also going to be a partner area of the website where our partners will have additional perks that no one else gets. But that's kind of the framework we're going to move forward with. I wish I could show you all of it now, but time is of the essence. We had hoped that January and February might be great months for us so that we could wait and implement all these changes at one time and the right way. But January and February have been very challenging months. So we're going to go on and start moving very quickly, even if piecemealed, to get Shibboleth to the 501c3 status, and we're going to turn it into a true ministry first and foremost. And I want you to know that what I'm going to be offering our free members, and of course all of you are able to go through it too, it's pretty good stuff. To give you an example, they will have a downloadable journal page. They'll have some other downloadables, but then I'm going to take them through a 30-day curriculum where every day these new members will get an email with a 5-minute lesson. So during our orientations and our Why Shibboleths, I'm first going to take them through how to develop a meal plan. If they're interested in going forward for 30 days, how to develop a meal plan. And I'm going to tell them precisely what to eat. And I'm not going to let any of them leave class that wants to participate for 30 days until they have enough on their list that they feel confident that they can begin on that following Monday to eat and do well with as they're learning. They're going to get these emails with 5-minute lessons. And every day it'll be 5-minute or less video that explains why the foods work the way they work, et cetera, et cetera. I'm basically going back to the way I started, and that is free grocery tours. They're just online now, and free educational classes. And then hopefully during that 30-day journey, they'll see examples of our great food library, our great recipe library, the new things that are coming for our existing members. They'll see all that and want to be a part of it. But they won't be under any obligation to be a part of it. But what we're hoping is that our wonderful members will not only be a part of this new program, but will also refer people to it. We won't embarrass you. We won't get them in there and try to trick them or gimmick them. We're just going to give them our heart, give them our love, give them our education, and give them our support. We're going to love them to death for 30 days and beyond. There'll be a support group for them. And then we hope that there'll be some of them that come and go with us as a full member of Shibboleth. But I wanted to put that out there. I thought rather than just launch it and people be confused and perplexed about what was going on, I thought that I would just share with enough members that can kind of help me as questions arise, let folks know that this is not a bad thing that we're doing. We're not taking anything away. In fact, we're trying to be creative in advancing the website even further. But that's kind of the gist of it. Let me look at some of the things you guys are saying. We just didn't want our members to feel devalued and think, I paid and now he's giving it away for free. I'm not giving away what you have for free. We've tried these trial programs where you get a few days, but people figure out real quick, we're just trying to get them to upgrade. I want to do it a little different. I want them to come to the Shibboleth meeting house and get the help they need. And I believe we'll be getting in front of so many more eyeballs that way. that hopefully will at least see the same number of memberships that we see today. I hope. Appreciate all that. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, everybody. It's just pray for us. And when you see the new features on the website that are for our members, considering being a partner, I'm adding some very personalized features that I expect to start dropping any day now for our partners. For example, she'll probably get on to me for telling you, Patricia Hurt is a monthly partner. Many of y'all know Sweet Patricia. She's a monthly partner. Without her and partners like her, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't have the great Joni Shibboleth. We wouldn't have the great Kim Shibboleth if it weren't for our partners. We just don't bring in enough money. Never have, even in the good season. It's been our partners that's made that up for us. So to recruit more partners, we're going to be sending out a newsletter every month to our partners, sharing the good news of weight loss and wellness and testimonials with them to show them how their contribution is saving lives. But we're also adding some features on the website where they'll get a more personalized approach to wellness as my way of thanking them for being a partner. So really, when I said fast track the journey level, the tiger level, there's one more level. There's the partner level. And I think that the partners are really going to appreciate it. I put my heart and soul into these new features, and I expect them to do nothing but get better and advance over time. And that will help us with generating some reoccurring income. That's one of the reasons sometimes Shibboleth can come across as not well planned out, is we don't have any reoccurring income. It's good season, bad season all the time. So we're going to look to try to elevate our game with some reoccurring income through our partners. And by the time this is all rolled out, we're hoping that we will have it structured such with our attorney that by the time we get it rolled out, that the partner's contribution, all of it or in part, can be tax deductible. So that's where we're headed. But if you want to be a partner before that rolls out, we'll take your help. It's challenging times, but in my walk with weight loss and wellness, this journey I've been on, every time that I've had my back against the wall, after a few months, I've been able to look back and see that was not a curse. That was a blessing, because I wasn't listening to God. So God used some obstacles to help redirect my path. And Sasha and I both have felt for a long time that this really, the heart of what we do should be ministry. And we're close to see that take place and come to fruition. If you're a guide, either today or this week, I'll be answering questions for our Shibboleth guides on how that might impact them. We appreciate all of our guides. One of the reasons we started that guide program was we were just being antiquated on Facebook. We couldn't get our message out there anymore. Our distribution score is so low because of all the points we've racked up against us algorithmically, et cetera, that being the only way we can get the message out, especially during COVID, that we developed the guide program to see more, hopefully, referrals into our program. And it was good, but it wasn't quite good enough. So we're still going to keep that guide program, but we're going to have to structure things a little differently as we move forward. And we're hoping all of our members will get involved and send people for us to help. That's what we want to see happen. And now there's just no barrier to entry. once people get enrolled into this new program, then it's just, did they have a willing, wanting heart? Were they ready, willing, and able? Because if they utilize the resources I'm going to be giving them and they accept my support every day for 30 days, they're going to have tremendous results. I feel like there'll be some people that just sign up to see what they can get free, and they're not really interested in learning anything. That's one of the challenges too. You all are very uncommon because most people, they want a quick fix, and if it's not a quick fix, they're out. But we want to change the world. We have lofty ambition, regardless of what we've been through with COVID and politics and all that stuff. We have lofty ambitions to do the Lord's work. And I feel like never more than now, we're going to be able to do the Lord's work with your help. Yeah, you won't have, Carol, you won't have to be a part of Facebook. I'll start off using Zoom. Zoom and our website will be the places I start off that free program with. There'll be elements of the website they can see, not current ones. And then in the Zoom room, if you're okay with Zoom and our website, you should be able to utilize this new program and our existing programs. Nicole, that would be a great thing for us, partnering with companies and corporations. We would certainly like to do that. What we've run into in the past is once upon a time, most of our revenues came from our corporate accounts. But when we moved from Thrive to Shibboleth and made it a Christ-centered approach, we run into all kind of HR problems. And I understand where these HR departments are coming from. It's a different day and a different time, and you have to be respectful of everyone's religious leanings or their non-religious leanings. So we've struggled getting back in that corporate scene, but we're always open to taking on corporate partners. Hey, Nellie, yes, ma'am. A partner will be different. As a lifetime member, you have all access to Fast Track, the Shibboleth Journey, the Tiger's Eye, and I'll say the new, because all of the old videos are going to go in the archive. You'll still have access to those. But I'm adding a partner feature that lifetime members will not have access to. It will only be for those members that are paying above and beyond the very small fee we currently charge. And here's the thing about the partner aspect. We're not going to have a set price. Anyone can be a partner for any amount of contribution per month, $5 or greater. We're not, the fees for transactions would cost us more more than $1. So it'll be like, we hope that partners, we're going to say this is what we suggest, $10 a month for a partnership to get access to these new features. But any amount, we'll accept any amount on a reoccurring monthly basis. And then we will update our amazing partners each and every month on the great success that we're having in helping people, because they're contributing to that. They're contributing to saving lives. Yeah, we're going to tell folks, I see the questions, we're going to tell folks that we'll take $100 a month, but what we're going to suggest as a monthly offering is $10. But if somebody's only got $5, we'll take that. We don't want to tell somebody, when we're telling folks we're interested in saving lives, I'm not going to tell somebody that for $5 that they're not wanted. So we really believe that everybody counts, everybody matters, and somebody that pays $100 a month is going to get the same thing that somebody pays $5 a month gets. Well, we're going to run this thing a little differently. It's going to be really, really very much a ministry moving forward. Oh, thank you so much, Amanda. I appreciate that. I really do. Yeah, we're rated very low with Google. That's the problem. These major platforms that we became very reliant upon, I can't say that they blackballed us. We had to do a lot of research to figure out if our hunch was right. But for example, with Google, we've got so many points against us through ads we ran in the past that it wouldn't matter what we did, we're never going to come up very far in that search engine. Same thing with YouTube. You know, just like when now we all know, like a song, for example, there's nobody listening to, there's nobody at Facebook or YouTube or whatever listening to a song to figure out if it's been hijacked. Their algorithms pick up on the phonics and the word. So we've got so many points against us with Facebook. I looked at my distribution score today, and it's like 3 times less than what your distribution score would be, because we speak of Christ, which is offensive to many people. We speak of fat and fat loss and weight loss, which is offensive to many people. And then also, anytime you make a claim, for example, I lost 100 pounds in 6 months, because you put that 6 month on the end of that statement, or said you can too, or something like that, you just rack up all these points against you to the point, you know, before we even knew what was happening, stuff we would post and get 700-800 likes on over the last many years. Those likes have just come down, 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 down. So see, we don't have any way, especially post-COVID, of getting out in the field and making people aware of our amazing program. We feel like we have the most powerful program, the best program, the most comprehensive program, the genuine program for the least amount of money. So now we're even less amount of money. We're free. Nothing required to be a partner other than a big old heart. That's it. Yeah, I am recording this. Churches can be partners, absolutely. And I'm developing materials for guides or for people in churches that want to have small ministry within their church, small group ministry that's about weight loss and wellness. We're developing a workbook. We're going back to how I originally started, with a workbook and a guidebook. We feel like we'll be able to roll this out sometime in March, where we have a 7-week program where there is a downloadable workbook and a guidebook. But those materials will also, people can get hold of those materials and distribute them in their church and host meetings themselves with just a little bit of training. We'd love to see that take place. If we're having to start with piecemeal program, you can expect that this program will get better each and every month. It's going to be pretty fantastic as it is. If you can imagine, they're going to get access to a section of the website with all kind of free downloadables. They're going to get a session with me to come up with a personalized meal plan. And then they will get emails for 30 days with short 5-minute or less video lessons. These are new video lessons. I'm doing a better job with these than I've done in the past, I feel. And they'll get them depending on the day they sign up. If somebody signs up on a Monday, they'll get day 1 on Monday, day 2 on Tuesday, day 3. And I'll also be hosting weekly support groups for them to come if they're having problems and allow me to answer their questions for 30 days. somebody starts on a Wednesday, well, the guy that started on Mondays, he's getting Wednesday's email, but the guy that starts on Wednesday or the lady that starts on, they're getting day one. So it's a 30-day curriculum, and it's meant to be short 5-minute lessons so that by the time they go through the 150 minutes of material, they have a really good understanding. Even if they decide they don't want to be a part of what we're doing and they don't want access to all the levels of Shibboleth, we've at least done what the Lord has called us to do, and we've done our best to teach them nutrition. And if they go away, then they can do what they want to with that information. Yes, Kristen, one could, instead of doing reoccurring, one could pay an annual fee of the same amount. Anything from the way we'll build it when we put it out there, $5 a month, so $60 a year or more. We hope some people will give more, because what we're going to offer in that partnership level is worth a lot more than $60 a year. But again, it just feels good to Sasha and I. This really wasn't a have to yet. It's just we feel it's the right thing to do. And we can just, rather than every single month be uncertain about our future, whether it's good or bad, we'll know what we are, and we'll do it with the Lord as our CEO, and we'll move forward that way. If you want to go on and become a partner, right now, Sergey and Sasha are working on that to perfect it. But you could go ahead and get started, and then we'll have you on. It'll help us now, but we'll have you on the roll so that when that partner feature is launched, you will automatically have access. And right now, the only way to be a partner of ours is to go to www.helpshibboleth.com, www.helpshibboleth.com. And what I've instructed, I say instructed, listen to me. I've asked my boss lady to do is anybody that donates $5 or more per month, make sure they get our newsletter and make sure that they're considered a partner when that feature launches. I agree, Angelia. I agree. Thank you. Yeah, helpshibboleth.com. Also, if you want to go on and register or tell people about this Saturday's 10:30 a.m. session, you can do so. And they can register at, somebody double check this, it all runs together after a while, www.weightlossisfun.com. That'll change later. That's just an available domain I had. www.weightlossisfun.com. Will somebody look and see if that takes you to the registration page? Another thing that you can do to help Shibboleth is share. Anytime you see us post on the page, Shibboleth page or Travis Martin page, sharing is a big deal for Shibboleth. You would not believe how our funds go up with the number of shares. Another way to share, and I'll be going over this again as a reminder with our guides, but you don't have to be a guide to do this. There's also the Shibboleth share feature. I don't know if everybody here is familiar with that, but every time you do a Shibboleth share from the website, you earn, the group as a whole earns cryptocurrency. Right now, our Shibboleth share army, the Shibboleth share army has earned more than 10 million crypto. So every time, rather than pay Facebook for ads that don't work, at the end of last year, I started buying crypto the same amount I would have to pay Facebook for that type of activity, I started buying crypto for the group. So that's another thing to be on the lookout for if you haven't heard of, is the Shibboleth share feature. I've just been so busy. Sasha's been so busy since before Christmas. We just haven't talked about it anymore. But that crypto is still accumulating. We just don't get many shares from the Shibboleth share feature. But we're adding new content on there all the time. Please feel free to learn more about the Shibboleth share feature and earn your part of the crypto. Hey, Lanice, I did see that before I went live. That was actually Julie Marandino's post. And for some reason, it wouldn't let me share her post. So I just copied it and put it in there. Penny asked, if we sign up now as a sponsor, will all of our monthly contribution info transfer over and convert to the partner program? Sign up as a sponsor. Yes. Yes, it will. Will those who are already partners remain partners? Yes. Yes, ma'am. You will just automatically be brought into that program with no change. Everybody that is helping us now, I think we've got about 20 sponsors, partners, and all of them will be grandfathered over into that with no re-registration. Now, unless our lawyer tells us they got to fill out some form in order for this or for that. Again, I'm no lawyer. I'm just a little weight loss and wellness coach, but I don't foresee there having to be any hoop jumping. The Shibboleth share feature is in the journal. So if I'll show you real quick, it's a great way to earn. We even have a support group for that. I wish more people knew about it because it's really fun. And I love providing the opportunity for all of us to do very well with crypto. I'm a crypto enthusiast myself. So let's take a look real quick. And I go into journal. And then you'll see the daily share right here. And then you'll see available shares. Here's one of the beautiful Joni. Here's one right here of our good friend Missy. So let's say I want to post Missy. It's going to show this image in my profile. And then if I don't have anything that I want to say, I can copy and paste the suggested content. And then I click Facebook. And I could say something about this if I have a personal relationship with Missy or want to say something about Shibboleth. But then I can, if I don't, I can take the suggested post and paste it. And then I go down and where it says news feed, I've got to make sure this is public or it doesn't count. Then once I make that public, I post, and that will show up now on my profile. So what we do is we say, this is some suggested shares for the Shibboleth Share Army. And then the website keeps up with that person, that username has shared it to their profile. And when the crypto gets to a certain point, we cash it in, hasn't done that yet, but we cash it in and then it's distributed to the group the individuals based upon their percentage of shares overall, if that makes sense. We tried to make it a very fair process. Sheila, Kim Danke, just to tell you about the special people, Kim Danke was on salary and she'd been an amazing asset, and we could no longer pay that salary. Things got really bad. And Kim, bless her heart. Now, I want y'all to, I can hurt Shibboleth more by being transparent. This is why so many companies aren't transparent. They hurt themselves when they're transparent. But I believe y'all are friends. Sasha and I are not going anywhere. We've had to look for different jobs. We've decided we're not going to take different jobs. We're going to give our all with this. If we live under the bridge, we live under the bridge. But even if we had took other jobs, this website, we have made sure, to the best of our ability, unless the World Wide Web blacks us out, we have done our dead level best to provide a program that will be here forevermore. I'm a bivocational pastor at heart. So that's not going to change. I pastored churches for years without any remuneration. I just relied on the good-hearted folks there to help me with gas money. And that's who I am as a person is not going to change. Travis Martin is not a businessman. Travis Martin is a minister, not a very good one, but nevertheless a minister. And we're going to continue doing what we do, but I'd prefer to do it with a great support team. I just feel like that if you take that support element out, then it's not even close to as effective, if that makes sense. And I know y'all agree with that and believe that. So by me being transparent, don't think we're going away. By the way, back on Kim Danke, when we informed her we could no longer pay her salary, at least through the slow season, Kim said, "Can I keep doing it for free?" So Kim's still out there doing the Shibby show and still helping at the Kennesaw Shibby shop. So we appreciate Kim very much. We've got good people here that do this because we love people. Any other questions or comments? And Julie Marandino, I put her in there too. We've got others. I hate to start naming names. You always get in trouble, but Julie's in that same boat, except she never got a salary to begin with. Anyone else? Any questions or comments? And again, nothing major to see, nothing to see here yet, but I know it's going to start popping at night when I'm asleep. And I just want everybody to be ready. And if it looks like something broke and the people panic, this group can let folks know it's going to be all right. We're just transitioning from business to ministry. We all relapse, Lenice. It's a part of recovery, so don't you worry about that. Jamie, I don't know why. Are you a Tiger member, Jamie? If you're a Tiger member, let me go and show you one more time where you should find it. And if not, please email me so we can figure out what's going on there. So when I go over here to journal, it's right here under daily share. Do you see that? Can you see this, Jamie? Daily share. You got it now? And then when you click that, that's when that pops up. Does that help? The daily share shows up for everybody, right?
Yes, I wanted to say also, I went ahead and linked www.shibbolethshare.com to that page.
Okay. And Sasha just said you can also go directly to this page. You can go to www.shibbolethshare.com. And I just hope that I know that I might not be able to touch your heart, but I know the Holy Spirit can. I know the Holy Spirit can. And I just hope that our members will share Shibboleth and realize, whether we all like it or not, at least for the time being, that technology is the only way to distribute our program. Jamie, you still don't see it? Yeah, it's a button, and then it goes to this page, or you can try going to www.shibbolethshare.com. And Jamie, if you still have trouble, go here. And y'all, I'm sorry if I seem not myself. I'm happy and I'm excited. I just didn't go to bed last night. I hadn't been to bed. So here's my email if anybody needs to get a hold of me and get some help to find the share feature or have questions. TravisJack777@gmail.com. You can become a partner at www.helpshibboleth.com. And helping us now and not waiting to help us would really help. Debbie says, when we share, is it okay to put the Saturday meet info in that post? Debbie, a little later, you'll actually, in the share feature, if you'd like to wait on it for just a little while, in the actual share feature, you will see that share where you can share an image of me and the class time along with the registration link. And you'll be able to share it from the website. And then that'll give you credit on the back end so that you can earn a little crypto. Any other questions? I tried to put some incentives on sharing that would be fun. And I hope I've managed to do that. You'll hear me talking more about that now that we've been working on this back end for so long. But we're really excited about all the stuff that's coming. I'm going to work harder than ever. And I feel like you'll see a lot more of me now that we've got one part of the transition behind us. Now I can roll up my sleeves with a pure heart and go to work trying to help people. Got a private one here. Hold on just a second. Yes, I will. I see your private message, SF, and yeah, I'll email you. I don't know why I can't. Our emails are being blocked from like Yahoo. If you've got Yahoo, it goes to your spam. Sometimes it's even blocked. We've got to figure this tech stuff out. And I'm hoping our members will just share so that my liabilities will go away. Because when I'm the only one sharing and selling, it's really not getting in front of very many people anymore. Sierra, Jason, haven't talked to Jason. We love Jason. Jason and I are friends. Jason been with me a long time. And the Dalton Center, as y'all all know, went under. He continued to do his best, and we continued to pay him as long as we could, even after Dalton went under after COVID. He done a great job for us, and we feel like we've done very well for him. We pay him 100% commission of his challenges, but it's just not enough for him to make a living at this time. We hope that on the ministry side that we will develop enough partnerships. If we get enough partnerships, I can bring Jason and Kim back on salary. And then Jim up in Indiana, he's got his following, and we'd be able to bring him back. But we just can't do it right now. So Jason, when he has time, is going to do challenges. But because of the things we've all been through as a little Shibboleth family, all we could offer would be the challenge money. And it's not really enough for him to make a living, but we're still in contact, and we'd love to have him back when we can pay him what he needs to make a living for his family. He's great. I don't have any problem with Jason. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you. Jamie, I'm a little lost. I'll check. I'm gonna screenshot this, and when I get off of here, I'll get with Sasha and we'll figure out if the share feature, where it's showing up on the mobile versus the desktop. You should be able to see it on the desktop easier than on the mobile. Thank you, Christy. It is hard. It's hard on my heart. Shibboleth is like my and Sasha's baby. And people don't understand that, but when you put so much into the people, you suffer when it suffers. And yeah, we'll fix it with God's help. Thank you for the kind words. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you. Anybody else? I hope I didn't miss anything. If I did, it was not intentional. Those of you that are, you're going to start getting, let me say one more thing before I go. You're going to start getting a lot of correspondence from us. If you don't want to be on our list, please don't report us. That's been another issue for us, is people clicking that we are spam. And I don't know if y'all know how that works, but that limits your ability to distribute your communications. So for those of you that never get anything from us, you're going to start, or don't think you are, you're going to start seeing more, and it won't be all about selling a deal. We won't be focused on that anymore. We'll be focused on helping people. But make sure you check your spam and promotional folders, because I'd say the majority of the stuff we send out through the website and through Constant Contact goes in people's spam folder. And we don't spam. If we text or send an email, we'd rather you just unsubscribe, because we don't add people to it, they add themselves to it. But then they forget or they get frustrated with us and, you know, spam, and then we're in trouble. So. Glad you're restarting. Awesome. Awesome. We love to see our members come back. We just want to be a lighthouse. We want to be here when you need us, and we want to keep being here even when during those seasons of your life you don't need us. We want you to know we're going to be here when you get ready. Come on back. All right. One last time, if you want to register and see what the 30-day program is all about, so that you can tell more people about it, it's going to be grand. They can go to weightlossisfun.com. weightlossisfun.com. Thank y'all for your time. I'm very pleased and shocked and surprised, and feel a lot of love that so many people came during the afternoon to hear about the change. It gives me a lot of hope that so many people have come. Okay, thank y'all so much, and look out, because here the Shibboleth ministry comes. Thank you, Lanice. Thank you, everybody. God bless.